Speak Now, Part 1, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction, with special thanks to Sweet Sweetie for allowing the use of her art in this video. Marinette felt her throat close up as she stared at herself in the mirror. Her hair was perfect, and her makeup would make any Sephora salesperson beg for the product she used. She looked like a bride out of a glamour magazine, and she knew her fiancé would lose his breath at the sight of her, especially in the wedding dress. The dumb pink wedding dress. "You look marvelous, princess," a voice behind her said. "Chat Noir!" she exclaimed, turning around to see her partner sitting on the windowsill. "You're not supposed to see the bride before her wedding night. It's bad luck." "Bad luck is in my nature. Besides, I thought the point of being astray is to come and go as I please. Is that so wrong?" "You're ridiculous, kitty," Marinette laughed. "What's wrong, Marinette?" he asked, cutting off his laugh early to be uncharacteristically serious. "It's just, I'm getting married. I can't believe it." "He's a lucky man." "Thanks for coming. I wish I could have invited you, but the whole secret identity thing made it hard to get a card out." "You could have mailed it to the cat cave." Marinette rolled her eyes at her partner. His presence was enough to calm her down from her pre-wedding jitters. "You're silly," she whispered. "Only for you, princess. Whatever you need, whenever you need." "Since when have you been so loyal to me?" "Since I became your Pierrot." "It's time to move on. I'm another man's bride." "As you wish," Chat said, leaning back and disappearing off the windowsill, leaving Marinette alone with her thoughts. "I did love you, once," she whispered, turning back to check her hair. Her teenage years were behind her, and it was time to move on. An hour later she was standing in front of the chapel doors, bouquet in hand, seconds away from walking down the aisle. She heard the music begin, and the church workers opened the double doors, revealing her family in the pastel colors her fiancé had picked sitting in the pews. Alia, her maid of honor, gave her a thumbs up as she began her walk. This was supposed to be a happy day, so why did the organ sound like a death march? "This isn't what I thought it would be," Marinette thought. Her husband-to-be looked like a male pageant model, standing there in his navy suit. They looked good together, and their children were sure to be little models once they started their family together. She saw the curtains move out of the corner of her eye and smiled. Chat Noir had found his way into the chapel. Her heart shook as she imagined what he would look like in the navy suit and felt a blush spreading on her cheeks. She forced herself to look back at the altar. She was getting married. This was no time to be having second doubts, right? The preacher's words washed over her, the world becoming a blur. She looked up into her fiancé's eyes, hoping to reclaim the resolve she had when she agreed to marry him, but it wasn't there. Something had changed within her between now and then. "Speak now, or forever hold your peace." The preacher's words cut through to Marinette's heart, clearer than any words she had heard before. The silence grew deafening as she looked out to her friends and family sitting in the pews. This was the last moment, the 11th hour before she signed herself off to this man. A gasp swept across the room as Chat Noir stepped out from behind the curtain, all eyes on him. Marinette knew there were horrible looks everywhere, but it didn't matter. She was only looking at him. "I am not the type of man to be rudely barging in on a white-veiled occasion," Chat said, walking over to her and extending his hand. "But you are not the kind of woman who should be marrying the wrong boy." She felt her throat close up as tears stung her eyes and realized why she was having second doubts. Chat Noir was her partner, not her fiancé. Seeing him again reminded her of what a partner should feel like. Don't say yes. Let's run away. Now. Chat Noir pulled her to his chest, his whisper tickling her ear. Don't wait. Don't say a single vow. Meet me at the back door, she whispered, embracing him. I'll do better than that, he said, a Cheshire grin spreading across his face. He picked her up and she squeaked in surprise. She had no idea what the faces of her loved ones were making, and she didn't want to find out. Marinette buried her face in Chat's chest, breathing in the scent of leather and men's deodorant. Take me away. As you wish, princess. Thank you so much for listening. This was the first part of Speak Now. The second part will be released shortly. In the meantime, you can check out the video below for more Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. I'll catch you next time. Bye.